Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to our third NxM Community Call. This is Vandal, your host with the most from coast to coast. Just kidding. I'm happy to be back here up on stage, and thank you everybody for making it out. It's a really exciting time for the Guild. It feels like only yesterday that everything started, and it's amazing to see the community grow. And we're really happy really excited about what's about to come up next with the hackathon, the DAO, and funds coming in to the guild for all the projects being done. I'm seeing proposals being submitted. This is it's amazing, really, to see how involved everyone in the community is becoming. And if you don't know yet how to get involved, you're in the right place. So I'm going to start by inviting to the stage Chloe, who is the Create Base lead. Chloe.
Awesome. Hey there, everybody. Yes, I am Chloe here. I finally fixed my bio for these calls. So I am one of the Create Base facilitators for the Create Base Guild, and I do work for NxM as well as the community onboarding director to make sure that the onboarding process for communities and individuals at NxM is as smooth as possible. So if there's any issues, come to me, let me know, so we can see how we can fix those.
Awesome. And then, so for everybody who doesn't know yet really what the guild is about, or you haven't read the pinned message and the overview in our Notion, just off the top of the dome, the guild is for musicians to build with the community and NxM, and all the tools that are available through NxM, and the Create Base and Mint Base, which is soon to be launched. There's all kinds of cool projects coming up being built on NxM, and we're super excited to get you into the community, the musicians finally having a home and a space. So really what we're all about is mobilizing artists and getting them involved in the elements of the community that really matter most to them. And we start with, I guess, our core foundation, which is just looking at the needs of musicians as we get into NFTs and the blockchain space in general, and what we can do here. And, what type of tools do the musicians need us to build for them? Or, what sort of areas of focus do you think they need help with? And we've talked a lot about, in the Discord chat, about what things that artists need, and a lot have come up around promotion and marketing, event support, and in connecting with collaborations. And I think those were the three key elements. But I'm going to invite other people later on to come up onto the stage and to just give updates on what they're working on. But first, I wanted to get some updates from Chloe to let everybody know what's happening on the Create Base DAO hackathon front. So take it away, Chloe.
So I'm going to try not to take up too much time. I know you guys got a lot of stuff going on with the Music Guild, but I am going to share my screen because some big updates have happened in the Create Base Guild recently. So last week, we got our own proposal funded for $30,000 US in funding for the Create Base DAO. So I mean, there's a little proposal here. The TLDR is that Create Base is hosting a hackathon from May 15th to June 6th. And part of that, they're going to be Seed Club with social token events, MetaGov with a governance challenge, talking about how to create your own DAO and earn and govern your project that way. And obviously, we're going to have some Music Guild events. And so that's a large part of what this funding was about. So we asked for 30 grand, and a large part of that was to support what the Music Guild is doing as well. So if you're in the Music Guild, then so part of that funding is for what you got going on. So part of that money was, so the Music Guild is going to be submitting their own proposal soon, requesting their own funding. So our plan, we've been talking to Vandal, and the plan is for another $30,000 proposal. I've been poking around the Discord, and I've been seeing a lot of amazing ideas you guys have had already cooking up. So our plan is to ensure that the music community at NEAR has enough funding to ensure that those proposals all see their full run. So, so every idea within the community should at least be able to be ideated on and to move forward. I'm going to share all these links after I'm done talking, so you'll be able to scroll through them all. But for now, I'm just going to keep going. So as we go through that, we're going to also be supporting community projects. So if you are in the community, if you're watching this call, and if you have a project, you will be able to use the forums right here to submit your own project idea and ask for up to 150 NEAR tokens at a time to work on your project. I'll show some of those examples as well. And we have our hackathon as well. So I'll share this link later. You can kind of look deeper into it, but this is the hackathon website. So on the first day, May 14th, I know I said we were starting on the 15th, but on the 14th, the day before, we have a one-day conference where everybody is welcome for free to attend and learn all about what's going on in the creator and community space. So when we pop into this, you'll be able to get a free ticket. We're talking about NFTs, social tokens, and DAOs, and everyone's there. I mean, you have Kevin from Gitcoin, you have Simona Pop, who's at Status, you have Nate from Mintbase, the CEO of NEAR, you have Josh, you have Sparrow, who's an artist who helped work on the NFT standard at NEAR, which, I mean, hopefully many of you or all of you are going to be minting tokens using that NFT standard that Sparrow helped to develop. So that's just a few of the people. If you don't know who these people are, you will get to know them. All these sessions will be free and recorded to get you ready for the hackathon. So far, we have 7 topics for the hackathon. So right here, you'll see the NxM DAO. So we will hop into that forum discussion in a second so we can get deeper into it. But if your hackathon topic idea hits all 7 of these topics, so let's say you're going to do the Open Web Governance Challenge and make your own DAO, and you're going to have your own social tokens and, submit to Seed Club, and you're going to do music and the NMX DAO, but you're also going to use VR to host your events. You can submit your same project to multiple DAOs and earn. And how to earn is going to be in 4 different tasks. So we're going to have ideation. You're going to earn 10 NEAR for having a 500-word minimum proposal of what your idea is. There's more information here. You can go learn more. There's a submission guide. You can kind of get all the information there. All of these bounties, you will actually submit them to the Music Guild Sputnik DAO, which is right here. We'll go through that in a second. We'll hop back right here. The second task is a project presentation. If you do a 5 to 10 slide presentation, kind of like a pitch deck of your project, you'll get 20 NEAR. So again, if you want to learn more about it, there's 20 NEAR. That's where you submit it. There's all the task information and a submission guide. If you do a video demo, should be about 3 to 5 minutes, maybe a bit longer. It could be a pitch demo. So all these projects don't require any code. So you could do a pitch demo of like how you would get an investor to invest into your project, or you can do if you're not really that technical, but you kind of understand how things might fit together, you can do a video demo of, okay, how would this project fit together on a blockchain? How could it come to fruition from start to finish? And the last one, you could earn another 40 NEAR, so a total of 100 NEAR per DAO. So if you submitted to 3 or 4 DAOs, that would be 300 or 400 NEAR for your project within 3 weeks of hacking, will be a full GitHub submission. So you take all the work you've been doing, the video demo, the project presentation, and the ideation, and if you submit it to GitHub, you earn another 40 NEAR for your submission. So to do that, all you'll have to do is go to this link. I will also show this in the link, no worries. So to get to this link, all you have to do is go to the topic you want to submit for. So this is the NxM DAO. You hit forum discussion, and it'll bring you directly to where you have to submit. So there's instructions for what you have to do. All you're going to have to do is click this little reply button, type out your ideation. So you could say maybe your project idea, right, might go here. Then you might write out ideation, right? Then you're going to write 500 words or more, and then that's going to be it, right? That's all you do for this submission. Then you hit reply. After you hit reply, you'll take the link, you'll copy and paste it, and then you'll go to the NxM DAO. So right now you'll see Vandal is the only council member for this DAO, and right now there is 10 NEAR in it. So what we're going to do over the next few days is submit a proposal from the NxM Guild for a lot more than 10 NEAR, probably around 3,000 NEAR, to get funded into this DAO. So we're going to submit to this address up here, nxm/DAO.sputnikDAO.near, and we are going to have about 3,000 NEAR funded to support the hackathon. So that is the plan. You're going to add a new proposal. You're going to target. So for me, I would do chloe.near. You're going to do your proposal. So for this one, I would say ideation and NxM hackathon, right? You can just write that and you copy and paste your forum link. It says there's an error here. The reason it's saying that is because you have to use the correct format and you have to remove my name at the end. So you just got to remove that and that'll be the correct format. So all I did there was remove my name and then you put your payout. For the ideation, it'll be 10 NEAR and then I would hit submit. Okay. So you're going to get your own payouts for the duration of the hackathon for whatever ideas you have without needing any coding necessary. And you will hit allow. If you want to look at the information, if blockchain is new to you and you're like, hey, what the heck is going on just now? What is all this stuff? You can hit more information to see what's happening. You could see that this is a proposal. The target for this proposal is chloe.near. The description is ideation. I put that information in. And this is a short form for the link that I sent in for the forum. The type is a payout proposal, and this is 10 NEAR. NEAR, the blockchain uses 24 decimal places. So this is just 24 extra decimal places so you can get extra precision when you're wanting to sell your NFTs and you want the math to be correct on the sales. That's the reason for that. I'm not going to actually submit it, but when you do for the hackathon, you will submit there. Last thing I will speak about is this open web governance challenge, which all the information is for is right here. But if you think that your project requires more than one person, you could earn 30 NEAR. So I won't go through all the information. I'll share the links later, but you can earn 30 NEAR. All you have to do is register your DAO project, have a council with your team as voting members, and submit a 500-word draft proposal. So in my opinion, a 500-word draft proposal to earn 30 NEAR for the governance challenge. And if you look here, for the ideation, there's a 10 NEAR bounty for submitting your idea. So honestly, just for starting, if you decide to have a DAO, one of these Sputnik DAOs, and to create one of these DAOs, this UI will change. It will look better. But all you have to do is come here, hit create a new DAO, and put your information in. It's completely trustless and decentralized. Anyone can create a DAO, and you'll get 40 NEAR to start the hackathon off on and get started. So that's a little bit of my updates. I will get off stage hopefully soon and start sharing all of these links and answering people's questions. But thank you so much for letting me share all that information.
Awesome, Chloe. And that's it's probably like a lot for people to soak in. So this call is being recorded. It's being recorded and will be available to watch online on the CreateBase YouTube. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. So definitely we'll get this on the CreateBase YouTube. Don't worry if that was a lot of information. Like Vandal said, you can rewatch it a bunch of times. You can DM me on Twitter, Discord, and get more information. And I'll drop all the links here. And Steven is going to help us get links in Discord. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, Chloe. Appreciate that. Cool. So so I was going to say, some people may not know, how to get NEAR, or they might not have NEAR yet. So if you don't have your NEAR name, right, just buzz me in the NxM Discord or the Telegram, and I can create a NEAR name for you. And you need a minimum of 0.1 NEAR to interact with the DAO. So I can ensure that everybody who doesn't have enough to interact with the DAO and wants to, that they have enough in there, so I can send you 0.1 of a NEAR so that you're all set up and good to go. So don't worry about not having enough NEAR, and don't worry about not having an account yet. So we can get you all hooked up with that if you don't already have it. I think most of the people here might already have, but if you don't, ping me in the Telegram. Also, what we're doing, another exciting event for the community is NxM Live. Now, I know some of you have already participated in our first edition of NxM Live, which was a DJ a DJ event featuring, I think there were 8 DJs from across the planet, actually, from the west coast of North America all the way to Australia. And I was hoping to have Alex in the call, but he's not here, so I can talk a bit more about NxM Live and what's coming up. So for the 15th, we're going to be doing the next NxM Live event. And so if you're an artist, performer, DJ, anybody who wants to contribute a recording of themselves performing, and having that featured on the NxM Live event, please get in touch with myself or Alex, and we're going to invite you into the NxM Live Telegram chat so that we can get things all organized. It's going to be a fun music event to celebrate the launching of the hackathon. So that's one of our activities and initiatives that is coming up. And for everybody who wants to participate in anything that's going on, Chloe's dropping the links there. And we want to get you involved. So if you're listening, have ideas, don't know what to do, whatever questions that you have, just make sure that you ask us in any of the chats, the Discord or the Telegram. So let's see, let's get some member updates going on. Maybe first we can talk about community updates with Stephen. So let me invite Stephen to the stage. And we can get some updates about the Discord and the Discord management and so on and so forth. Stephen, how's it going, man?
Very well, very well.
Awesome. So feel free to take it away and.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just trying to keep on top of the links as I see them come in to say Telegram, and I try and get everything that's in Telegram also on Discord. So so check out the different channels. I've been trying to populate them with pertinent information to the channel. Like on the education channel, for instance, there's some videos about what a DAO is, and one that's the title's the NFT Bible. So if anybody needs that kind of information, that's there. There's stuff on the community channel about the events. All these links I'm going to drop probably in the community events. Thank you, Kat. If anybody has info that they want on there, or projects that they want linked to, that they want promoted on there, I think that's a place for it. So don't be shy. Let us know. I'm just trying to drive as much engagement there too as I can and make it a place that is worth being. So if anybody has any advice or things that they want to see there, let me know. I've been trying to do something on the live channels, getting radio ready. Feel free to check that out. Let me know if it sounds okay, if it works. Other than that, yep, that's it. Over there, the NxM Community Radio, that one's got a bot on it that actually anybody, if you go to the NxM chat, you can go to the pinned messages and there's instructions on how to add to the playlist if you want, or I can get stuff on the playlist if you've got streamable material that you want in the playlist for that. That's easy to do. Trying to think what else. That's about it. I got my drop coming out pretty soon. I finally got the work back from Max Capacity. I'm doing a collab with him, and we're gonna do a double drop with Bone Police and personal news. That's about it for me, I think.
Amazing. Thanks, Stephen. Appreciate you and all the work you've been doing, keeping the Discord very organized and engaging with people. It's going great, and love what you're doing with the radio. So artists, musicians, I know this is a music guild, right? So make sure to get your links in. Where can they drop their links for their channels, and what's the best platform? Or is it SoundCloud or Spotify, or how what's the best thing?
So far, the only thing I've found that doesn't work as far as streaming platforms is Audius, but SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube, all those kind of links work. And you can pretty much drop them anywhere and I'll get to them. But if you drop them, I guess in the radio chat channel, that might be a good place for them. Makes sense. Or in I've taken stuff from the Now Playing stuff and just added that. There's a Now Playing channel. If you drop stuff in there, some people have dropped their own stuff in there, and I've added that to the playlist. So
amazing. Soon, let's hope we can get a bot built or something that can play audio NFTs as well, so we can have a pool, a collection of audio NFTs, like a playlist or something. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
It's
Awesome.
and it's mostly artists affiliated with the community in some way so far. I mean, I think there's a few local artists from around here in Seattle that I think deserve some shine, so I put them on there too. But other than that, it's all community stuff. So
Okay, great. Awesome, Stephen. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it.
you're welcome.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so I know that we have some more updates out there. So I'm going to call a few people out. I know I don't see any raised hands, but I wanted to get Fishbrain up on the stage. So Fishbrain, if you're if you're okay with that, let me bring you up, because I know that you recently submitted a proposal for mind control. So maybe we can talk a bit about that, and then also about your collaboration with Gat and Dede. So let's get you up.
Hello, can you hear me? I had a feeling I was going to be pulled up on stage. How's it going, man?
It's going good. I'm excited for you to share, because I had a chance to kind of briefly go through your proposal in the governance forum. So maybe you can just share a bit about, because I think what people might want to know is how to do it. So your experience of doing it, and then maybe a little bit about what it is, like what the proposal's for, and about the collaboration, the community.
Yeah, sure. So this all kind of started. So just for a little bit of background, mind control is, I don't know, can you see me? I don't know if my camera's on. Yeah, so mind control started as a video editing like agency kind of thing. That was my original business. And then sort of after about 2 years of that, we worked with some cool people. We worked with Jason Silver, even like Sam Harris, we did a little project with, and even like did some editing for Rolling Loud Festival. Just having a lot of fun with that. I started doing some music on the side, and then yeah, writing and just writing constantly. And then that's when yeah, I started recording music, and kind of all these like things started coming together in like a beautiful way when I found like NFT land. And I was just trying to figure out like how can I tell some sort of story through these videos or through this project that I've got called Mind Control. Like it's more than just like a client services agency. That's not exactly what I intended to create. What I was hoping to create was sort of the original conception was like a virtual agency, and I kind of conceived of it sort of like a in a similar way to how gorillas are like a virtual like a virtual like band. This is like a virtual agency in the same way. Like we all kind of have our own like pseudonyms, and yeah, it's kind of worked out perfectly. Like after like started jumping back into crypto, met Gat, and then like jumped on this track with Gat and Dede, and yeah, and we've got a little community building in Discord as well, of creatives. Yeah, so there's a lot to it. There's a lot of different aspects. We're basically trying to pull in as much talent as possible and like attract as much talent as possible and expose them to the blockchain. That's the overall like concept. And just looking for avenues to do that really, and try and make the metaverse as like crazy and cool as possible. That's the vision.
Great. So, how do community members get involved? And is there anything in particular that you're looking for in terms of help from the community, or any sort of needs related?
Yeah, maybe this would be a good time to start inviting people to the Discord, because we've got a Discord sort of set up. It's quite active already. We've got some talent in there. We've got uh, my, my partner that I work with. He's called Bruno. He's the one who really like saw that I like what I was trying to do and kind of pushed me to do it like further. And I've hired a guy now. I got some funding from UK government to hire somebody, so I actually have somebody on payroll now who's like working with me to do this full time. So that's quite nice. And yeah, so how people can get involved basically by joining the Discord. We're looking for sort of expansion across the metaverse. So any sort of crypto voxels thing, like we'd like to be able to build like out venues as well. We're trying to get some builders together. And I know there's quite a few builders on crypto voxels. I know there's voxel create, like people who create voxel art and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff. We need as much of it as possible.
Nice. And Dedeku was just talking about Soul Smasher. Yeah, your NFT audio NFT collabo drop is coming out next week. So how's the progress with that? And maybe you want to give it a little update for everyone.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we're working on right now. I'm doing the visual aspect to it. We've got quite a cool concept of how we're gonna do this. I think I spoke to you earlier, and you said that we can use sort of a little bit of video as long as it's under a certain amount of megabytes. So I think we can probably do something quite cool with that. Maybe even like a I don't know. I don't want to spoil it too much, but we've got some ideas.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, keep it. I don't know if you want to. Maybe you can drop the teaser for the community, either in the Discord or the Telegram. Also, I was going to say we should also create a channel if you want in the NxM Discord for your project, and then you can maybe see if there's community members who want to jump in, and then you have sort of a channel there as well. So
Yeah,
that could be a good idea.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
Awesome. Okay, cheers. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. See ya.
Cool. Awesome. Great updates. Do we have anybody else who wants to give an update before I call you out? Just kidding. I think I would like to hear, actually, Travis, do you mind coming up? Because I know we have an initiative about collecting all of the like the database of NxM members, and there is a Google form which I'm going to put up there. Okay, yeah, I'll bring you up now. Okay, cool. And go. I'll share the link in the chat with everybody as well. How's it going, Travis?
It's going all right. How you doing?
Awesome.
I don't know why my camera's not working, but you can hear me, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Alex let me set that Google document up, and so I'm just curious how you would like to go about that. I was thinking maybe on like the pinned message, like the welcome message, maybe like have a set of like questions, with that I could use to fill in the blanks essentially, and then maybe I could like have people email me them or something, and then I can fill it out. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't get too confusing.
Yeah,
that work.
maybe the Discord might be a good place for this, and we could. Yeah, Mike, we've got the Google form here, and I think people could actually go fill it out themselves.
Okay,
But if we use the Discord as well, we could then have sort of like an introduction where we have the things that people need to say, and then if they don't fill out the spreadsheet, we can kind of add them in later even.
Yeah, gotcha.
That could be something we could do.
Yeah, so that way, obviously, I think it's imperative to have something like that because of the collaboration aspect. I don't know what, there's so many members on the Telegram thing that, and I don't know what people do. People don't know what I do, so.
Yeah, I think this is important. So if people are watching and can go to the Google Doc, and I think that we will also get that up. Stephen, if you could get that up in the Telegram on the pin, and then I can put that up in the pin on the Discord. Okay, we'll make it. Yeah. So we'll figure out what other sort of sections that we can add. If we want to put like an area of focus, like what you're interested in, participating in the guild and the DAO, then we can also kind of add those elements into it. So it's a work in progress, and we would love everybody to contribute to building it out so that we have all the details of all the members. And if anybody's looking for anyone to do something, for example, like you need a producer, or you need a mixer, mixing engineer to master your stuff, or you need someone to do video and all that kind of stuff, this should be the document for the community to go through and look at, to find members in the community who do the stuff that you might need assistance in doing.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be
cool.
Great. So, and yeah,
Awesome.
If anybody, and as you said, if anybody else has any more ideas as far as other categories, shoot them this way so we can update it. So.
Okay, great. And any other updates you want to give us?
No, not right now. Still
cool.
I'm still getting all my stuff mixed, so I'll drop it.
All right.
It's done. So.
Okay, cool. Great. Thanks for the update, Travis. All right. Cool. So do we have anyone else wanting to give an update out there? Feel free to raise your hand. We have some new members. Maybe I'll just invite, let me invite Justin up just to say hello and introduce himself. He's an old friend of mine, but I think it'd be great for him to say hello to everyone as well. Okay, while we wait for Justin to get up on stage, maybe what we can do is talk a bit more about the DAO and what's going to happen as we move into the hackathon. So like Chloe mentioned earlier, it looks like we are going to have some funding come in to the DAO, and she just walked everybody through the process of how to submit. No worries, Justin. And how to get what's required for your project in submission. And the two things you need to do, the first one is to go to the forum and create your write-up about what you want to propose. And then you go to the DAO itself and you submit it as a proposal to the DAO. So if you are confused on how that's going to work, you'll be able to get all that info via the Telegram or the Discord, and that way everybody is set and ready to go. A lot of times, what I like to say about the space in general and about everything that's going on, especially if it's your first time or you're not so sure about what to do, is just get your hands dirty. that's really, I think, the easiest way to learn is just by doing it. So I encourage everybody to submit a proposal, regardless of whether they think it's going to pass or not, or whether the idea is good enough or not. All those things you can run by members of the community in the Telegram and the Discord, and just get the feedback. It's really, that's I think the most important thing for understanding how to interact with the technology and with the DAO. So please do that. And our proposal for funding should be submitted by the weekend. So it's really exciting to see now that we have an opportunity to allocate funds for things that DAO members and guild members want to propose. Mainly what you need to keep in mind is that whatever you're proposing should benefit the guild as well as NEAR. So if that has to do with NFTs that you want to do with Mintbase, or things that you want to build for the community, whatever it might be, your ideas, I think we've talked quite a bit in Discord about the needs of the community and what type of proposals and other stuff that people want to do or need to do. We do have a section for proposals in here as well. That's in the Discord. So we've had ideas coming in, like for example, for the NFT Academy. So this is creating documentation around how people can get involved, create their own NFTs, and access the resources necessary to do that. We also have an events category. So if you're interested in hosting events, whether that's like a monthly thing like NxM Live, or whether that's something specific to what you want to do, we're going to have that available. We have a section for drops, section for marketing and bounties, little things you need help with. You can offer a bounty, or you can request that a bounty be created to help you out for certain things that maybe you're unable to do. That could be, for example, some graphic design elements to your NFT even. Then there's the onboarding section, which I think is really important at the moment as we grow, that we all sort of engage in onboarding, as well as social media. So I don't know what people think in terms of how we should evolve the social media for NxM. I know that Alex had created the NxM Live, the NxM Live Instagram account. And we also have, we have the ability to create a Twitter if we need it, if you think we need it. And then these are all things that I believe can be managed by the community as well. So Gat, I know that you're asking when NxM token, and I think this is something that we should definitely do with the DAO. So the NxM DAO will have a token. So there we go. That is going to happen. And I think ultimately what we're going to do is transition from using NEAR with the DAO to using our NxM DAO token as a means to fund projects for the DAO. So we can definitely explore things around the token. I think it's going to be super exciting as we get closer to the hackathon. I know, Travis, you mentioned subreddit or on Reddit. I think that's a great idea. I'm totally not a Reddit person. So these are things that if you want to propose and you want to handle the Reddit stuff and that kind of stuff, we can make it happen. I think now we really have the means at our disposal to take this community to the next level and to the moon. It's going to be a lot of fun and an exciting time. And also in your network, I know that we have members who are sort of building out their network locally or regionally. So Dede has been, promoting NxM Africa, and he's been onboarding artists in a region there to get into the guild, and he's been very active in doing that. So if you're located somewhere where you feel like you need some support for onboarding artists, or if you need, let's say, you want to be able to gift some near names to artists that you know and get them in and get them on board, you can submit a request as well for that, and we can, maybe send you 10 near or whatever to get you started, so you can create near names for people on their behalf. This is something that I've been doing for members of the community. So also, if you need a name, you can always hit me up as well, and I'll get you sorted out. There's a lot we can do, and I think that the onboarding element is probably the most important at the moment, along with the educational material about the DAO. I want to invite Mike, if it's cool. Mike, do you mind coming up to the stage to maybe share some updates with what you've got going on as well, and sort of what we can look forward to? How's it going, man?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I know we've talked about like connecting off session previously, and I guess we're having our reconnect now here live.
Yeah. Hey, and hi everyone. Yeah, I mean, I think Alex has really taken the lead on the Notion at the moment, and I'm looking forward to jumping back in there. But I think for sure, just trying to provide as many resources as possible for people to wrap their heads around what a music NFT can mean, and what NFTs are for people just getting into the space. I'm really excited to see what will come out of this hackathon, and to see more of the ecosystem grow out in terms of what we can offer the community of creators, but then also the community of consumers, I guess, for lack of a better word, right? Because we're all here creating because that's what we love to do, but that there's another side of that coin, which is everyone who loves listening and appreciating it, right?
Yeah, definitely. And if you haven't had a chance to check the Notion document, the overview document, or if you have any input in terms of what you would like to see and the information that you would like to have access to, please do ping us in the Discord or the Telegram, and we'll make sure to create a note so that we include this information in all the documentation for the guild. And then what else, Mike? What have you been up to, in terms of NFT world and other stuff? Anything?
Oh man, it's yeah. I'm working on a report right now, just about actually an overview of the whole kind of ecosystem to see, and actually I'm very excited to see what Mintbase comes out with. I don't know if we have an update from them, what their sort of timeline is, but I'm very excited to see that. Been doing some art myself. And I am excited to submit to the hackathon as well. I've got a bit of an idea for kind of a tracker, almost like modular synth community ecosystem that could maybe be really interesting. And I think because of the microtransaction sort of features of it, or however you want to think about that, Near is just such an ideal platform for that, right? Because the big issue with something like Ethereum is just the cost of doing business. So yeah, creating an interactive synth sandbox that we can all collaborate together in on the blockchain, I think would be really interesting. That's kind of my next project coming up in May.
That's amazing, man. I'm super excited to see that unfold, and for everyone who's watching this and members of the community catching up on this later. Contribute. I think that's what this is all about. Participation
Sure.
is power, and I think that's the best way that we can build this community and take it to the next level. Thanks, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to add?
Thank you for driving all of this forward and creating so much momentum right now. It's amazing to see how all of this is coming together, and I know we're all just super excited for what's coming, and really stoked that you're spearheading, pushing this forward. It's really great to see.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Mike. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess on the Mint-based front, I have a bit of an update on behalf of the Mint-based team. We were talking the other day on what was it, Clubhouse, about audio NFTs, Mint-based, and the potential with, as Mike was saying as well, the microtransactions and the speed and effectiveness of doing NFTs using Near, and with Mintbase having the multiple splits, not only on the sale of the NFT but also on the secondary sale, it makes it really interesting for the use cases of NFTs. So, for example, we could even use NFTs for guild members, and then have various levels of membership. I could say, like, what's your standing in the community, how much you've put in, how much you've created, or how many people you've onboarded. I think these are little cool like badges. It's kind of like a POAP, I guess, if you know what that is. It's like an attendance, proof of attendance badge. We could actually have these things for all of our community calls, and we could include stuff like with our NxM token. We could reward people for showing up at these calls. We can reward them for doing various activities, collecting all the badges, claiming rewards. I think that the opportunities to use NFTs in the splits are pretty endless. One of the cool ideas that they had at on the call yesterday was that you could do ticketing, and then ticketing to events and that sort of thing, and then have all of the splits returned to all the people, all the artists involved in the show automatically. And I think this is what I would love to do for NxM Live, is we could find a way to do ticketing for it, and then people can purchase the tickets, and then and then all the artists would get a split, and we could do this on an event poster for people to collect it. Just different ways of how we can, empower the community, as well as have fun experimenting with it. Great ideas. Yeah, who's going to need Ticketmaster? I doubt Ticketmaster will have any need after this, and I like the idea of a tip jar. And this is something that we can work into both the tipping bot in the Telegram, as well as work in a tip bot into the Discord server. And this is a great way if you let's say you're tuned into the NxM radio stream and you hear a track, maybe we can figure out a way how to tip the artists doing the track, or if they're in the group, they can be tipped directly. You can do that with the bot. We're going to get all this stuff set up. If people want to take the initiative on setting up bots, that's not really my forte, but that can definitely be a bonus for the community. All right, I'm going to invite Dede up. So come on up and give us an update. Hey, you're on. Yeah. How's it going?
Going very well.
Nice.
How you doing?
Wonderful. Yeah, give us an update. What's new? What's happening?
Yeah, it's great. Like everything is going fine. We just concluded the collaboration with Fish and Gatch Raps. So it's a sound you don't want to miss. And go tell your collector to get started. Like, this is just the genesis. Yeah. I have this question. The NxM live concerts just like you suggested, the ticketing and the whole thing is a nice idea. So I think the splitting is also a nice idea. It's going to encourage the artists, even the traditional artists. They would like to, yes, I would like to perform. Since I'll get a bounty, I'll get NxM token for the whole thing. People, I believe we human, we always love things we gain. We always like getting bounty for almost everything. That's the motivation. Yeah. So I want to use this opportunity to say a big shout out to Gat Wraps and Fish. Y'all did a great job. And man, I can't believe what we have in stock for y'all. Like it's really amazing. Yeah, the sound is rare. It's very rare, and it's just something I've always wanted to do, and I hope for more community collaborations. I wish we can have this NxM collaboration, more like an anthem, yeah, more like an anthem. I think
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna make real sense,
Oh,
and
let's
I
do that.
straight up,
Yeah,
and
let's do one massive collaboration with everybody in the community. Let's get something incredible going on where everybody contributes at least some element to it. We can have submit a proposal to the DAO. We'll get it funded, and we'll get everybody involved there. To put something massive together for NxM, like the NxM crew cut or something, right?
yeah, straight up that kind of concept.
Yeah, and
So,
you had mentioned also about the ticketing thing, and I had an idea. It could be like, let's say, for example, you have a proposal that you want to put to the DAO, and then you can mint an NFT, which would be sort of your sponsor ticket. Let's just call it a sponsor ticket, right? And then you would say, all right, whoever wants to purchase this NFT, can be the sponsor for the event. And then all that money would then be split amongst all the people in the event. So you could actually fund the event prior to through an NFT sale, which maybe the DAO itself could purchase it and then be collecting. I would really like to see all of the proposals kind of come as an NFT format as well, so that all the people in the proposals can then get paid out directly with the automated split of the NFT. It could be a fun way to do proposals.
exactly. Like that's just the main point. I think it's a nice idea. Yeah, we get to do things like this. Everybody will have the whole share of the whole thing. Yes, exploring the whole thing. Like this it's amazing that I'm trying to try out the secondary split up of the near, between fish and gar traps. I can't just wait. Yeah. Another thing, I have this question I want to ask. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to at this hackathon. I'm not too familiar with the hackathon stuff, but with process, I think I will get used to everything. I would like to still submit a proposal, but I still don't know how to go about it. Maybe I'll watch the video when it drop on YouTube, then I can know more. And I believe you as the community leader, you're here to guide the whole steps. And yeah, you've been doing a great job. Just keep it up, more energy, and peace out. Yeah, straight up.
Awesome. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it. All right,
Yeah,
Joe. Cool.
yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I think like many people, with their first time in this space, or even participating in a community or in a DAO, just trying to understand how to participate, I think is often a challenge. So that's why we're here, myself and Chloe as well, to kind of guide people through the process on what they need to do. So if you missed out at the beginning or you want to go over again, because Chloe did the screen share, which I think is very valuable, it pretty much sums it all up there with the screen share. And don't be afraid to just try it out anyway. Like submit the proposal, create it on the governance forum, and copy paste it, put it into the proposal submission for the DAO, and just go through the process. Because I remember my first time I submitted a proposal to a DAO, and like I messed up, you know. And I think we're going to all kind of go through little things where we're going to, oh yeah, okay, I should have done that instead of that. And so don't be afraid to just dive in and do it. I think that's the most important thing right there. That'll give you the experience of of what you need to do, so that way we can all help other people in, right? So I guess with that said, does anybody else want to give an update? I think we've covered everything that was on the agenda to cover. Maybe we could look at sort of what's next, and if there are any ideas that you have in terms of the next steps of the guild, what you want to see from the guild, and also what do you think are the important things that we should focus on moving forward. Let's get that discussion going in the Telegram and the Discord community, and then we can sort of build out the necessary channels for people to have the conversations. I know we have a bunch of channels already going on in the Discord, and I think that the Discord setup is really great. And well done to both Fish and Stephen for the effort that they put in on the Discord server. And if you want to get involved in any other way as well, like if you say, like for example, Powell, who I was trying to invite up on the stage earlier, I think he might have dropped off, but he's handling the Facebook page. So we do have a Facebook, I guess a group, not a page. We've got a Facebook group set up for people using Facebook. If you feel like we need, to have something else, whether that's an Instagram or a Twitter, if you feel like the time is right for these type of things, drop a proposal, get it in, share with everybody your thoughts on what you think we need as a guild, because really it's not just about me here telling everybody what to do or what's going on to get involved in. It's about the community leading the way, and it's about empowering members of the community to be proactive in terms of what they think would benefit the guild as a whole and how we can grow. So please don't be shy. Feel free to reach out, share ideas. The community has been amazing. It's been amazing to see the growth, especially in the Telegram and the activity going on. We currently have 128 members in the NxM Music Guild Telegram channel. I want to try and get everybody who's in there over onto the Discord as well. Telegram sometimes can be, a little messy when you're going through and rereading all of the chats and stuff. Discord is a bit more organized, so if you can jump onto the Discord. And I think I'm going to wrap it up unless we have any more questions or updates from anyone out there. Please do raise your hand or drop a question. And if not, we're running up onto an hour here for our third community call. We're going to be doing this regularly every 2 weeks, so it's bi-weekly. And also the Create Base call, don't forget, will be in between weeks. So if you want to get involved in Create Base, you have ideas, you want to connect with visual artists or anybody, please do jump in there. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Travis, Gats, Dede, Steve, everybody else who's in here. Big shout out. If you want to say anything or whatever, please do. If not, we're going to end the call, and yeah, we can continue on in the tables if you want to chat about stuff. But yeah, I guess that's all for the updates. Let's learn about DAOs. Everybody, that's your homework. Learn something about a DAO. Bring it to the group and say, this is what I've learned, and I'll tip you personally. Okay. Here's some incentive for everybody. Share a little bit about what you've learned about a DAO and drop that in the Telegram group, and you'll get a tip. All right, one love, everybody. Thanks so much. Looking forward to having you more involved, and appreciate your time, and appreciate you all for being here. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. And much love to everybody. All right, peace out.